Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another mountain debrief. Just a quick report on my day, January the 2nd at Rusutsu Resort, my home mountain. It was nice to visit Rusutsu, did a couple of runs, went over to East Mountain, started off with the quad, went down to the Isola Gondola. The Isola Gondola is now running. The East Mountain Gondola is also running. I think Heavenly in that area is still closed off in some parts due to low snow levels. That whole section, the Heavenly Canyon and those areas, there's a lot of rocks and features in there. They don't groom those areas, so I think they want to wait until they know it's really safe for people to get in there and people aren't going to hit a rock, etc. So all in all, there were quite a few people. The restaurants are rather crowded right now. We waited in a line for about 20-25 minutes at the East Mountain restaurant, Lone Pine it's called, to order our lunch. We did get a table though. You just kind of have to stand around and spot someone who's leaving and then grab a table. So it's not impossible. Steamboat restaurant was pretty crowded even before lunchtime, around 11 or so. So that's the situation. The mountain itself is not crowded. Rusutsu is so big and the courses are so spread out. I did not feel like we were dodging people by any means on any of the courses, so that was fine. And the the lines were not ridiculous. I've seen them longer, more crowded before. So I don't know if that's still coming or if this is what it's going to be like. So in the morning, when you get there at the East Mountain, there's going to be a big line. There were a lot of people streaming into the parking lot, but this is New Year's holiday. That's to be expected. A lot of Japanese are vacationing. Everyone from around the world is visiting, so it's quite a large group of people, but everyone spreads out over the mountain and it seems to be fine. As far as the snowpack, the courses are really nice right now at Rusutsu. It was a great snow. It was very fast. My board, admittedly, is tuned up like a demon. So my board was just flying today. But everyone else was also having no problem. There's a section as you get towards the Isola Gondola that gets quite flat for quite a while, and sometimes that can be slow section. You might even have to take your back foot out and skate a little bit to get there. Not the case today. It was very fast. It was fun. As far as the sections in the trees that everybody loves at Rusutsu, underneath Steamboat Bowl, Sugar Bowl, all the little side sections there, there's still the ever prominent sasa or bamboo grass. Yeah, it's a tough one. The sasa grass, it's very strong. It's a strong weed, I'll tell you that. Especially on the westerly facing sides. Those sections get a lot of sun. In the summer, the sasa grows. It's very strong, kind of a thick stem. And they are not laying down. Usually we get some heavy, wet snowfalls early in the season, and that forces the sasa to lay down, and then other snow piles on top, and you never see them until the spring when they pop back up. This year it did not work out that way. We got cold, really dry kind of powder right away in the beginning, and that does not make the sasa lay down. So we call it sasa boarding or sasa surfing, or you can call it whatever you want. There's a lot of sasa. Keep that in mind. So the locals here are still calling this season in Rusutsu and Kokusai and some other areas low tide. We're calling it low tide. It's a nice way to say it. It's a little low tide. Now, that being said, we have a little warm spell. There was actually a little rain in the lower elevations today as the temperature was up in the +1 to 2 degree range. And we're going to see some sunshine for the 3rd and the 4th. After that, from the 5th, the weather report is now showing a week to 10 days of cloud and snow. Temperatures between like -4 to 0, which for Hokkaido in this kind of area could mean some really good heavy snowfall. At night, obviously, it's going to get a little colder, so hopefully we get that nice cycle of slightly warmer in the day, some moisture, and then at night the temperature dips down into -5, -6, and that means really good snowfall. So we shall see what happens, and I will be back with more reports, but that is my basic debrief from Rusutsu Resort. The holiday mood is good. It's festive. There's a lot of people. Everybody's out having fun. And again, like I said, the courses are good. So if you just want to do some good skiing and snowboarding on the courses, it's all great. For the super backcountry hardcore people, yeah, it's going to be a little low tide. That's what we're dealing with. But pretty much globally, from what I've seen, America, much worse situation. Europe, some good pockets, but it got warm again. Yeah, tricky. So we shall see what happens now that we're in the new year. Let's hope for a real Japanuary, man. Japanuary. We're depending on it.